Your goal is to secure and provide for your family. What's the most sustainable thing that we can do?
So for someone new to investing, what's the first step that they should take? Why is it important for beginners to diversify their investments, and how can they do it effectively? If you could tell our listeners just one thing to help them succeed with money and be happy, what would that be? For someone who wants to try Forex trading but finds it confusing, what simple advice would you give, and how can it help with personal money plans? If you're looking for some motivation and inspiration to begin your entrepreneurial journey, then you're in the right place. Hello hustlers, it's Micah Perez and welcome to my channel. In this channel, I've gathered an exceptional lineup of CEOs, entrepreneurs, and industry thought leaders who are eager to share their wisdom and insights that will help you become better. So, let's get started. Hi, what's your name and what do you do?
My name is Niel Recinto, and I'm a financial coach, life coach, Forex trader, and a marketer. And also a DJ.
Okay. Can you tell us a bit about how you became a financial coach, life coach, and a Forex trader? What made you decide to do these different things?
It actually started during the pandemic because I was a former marketing officer for a mall, which is SM. And then I will never forget this day, March 18 or March 19, 2020. Pinauwi kami from the mall because nagsara yung mall kasi quarantine, diba? So, no work for me. At the same time, no gigs for me as a DJ. And then, yun, two sources of income, main source of income, and then sideline, wala. And all I had left was trading Forex. So, I was trading that night, and then 6:59 p.m. I traded, and then by 7:00 p.m. I lost 60,000 pesos in 1 minute. Tapos, overall that night, pag-check ko, including stocks, Forex, crypto, lahat chinay ko, I lost 250,000 pesos. And that was my hard-earned money. And because of that process, parang 3 months, I felt so depressed, or parang I felt bad sa sarili ko because hard-earned money ko, and basta nawala na lang siya ng lahat very instantly. That's the reason why I ventured into the financial industry. I asked, how does the bank work? How does money work? How does Forex? How does crypto work? How does stock market work? And how should you be investing your money? And how can you grow your money? At the same time, the financial literacy, dun pa siya pumasok because that time, I was earning big money but I was not financially literate. So, kung malaki pa rin ina-earn mo, malaki din ginagasto mo. So, parang wala lang din. So, that's what happened to me. And then, keep the long story short, I'm now in the financial industry. So, yun yung nangyari.
That's very interesting. It's like a realization of things. No?
And wala din ako magawa sa bahay during the pandemic. All I had was, internet and nasa kwarto lang. So, why not make it useful and learn new things?
Correct. So for someone new to investing, what's the first step that they should take?
Sige, I'll give you a 3-step process. No, the first step is to actually know what you want, yung desires mo in terms of financially. So, basically, financial goals. In my case, let's say for example, or everyone's case, bahay, sasakyan, to get married, have a family, vacation. Yan yung gusto natin, diba? Most of us Filipinos, that's what we want. So, determine that as your point B. That's your destination, or yun yung dream mo, diba? And you need to quantify that dream or goal mo. So, in order for you to have all of these things, let's say for example, 3 million na bahay, 2 million na kotse, another 2 million for travel. So, you need at least 7 million. So, that's just an example of your goal. And second thing you need to know is how long do you want that goal to manifest or to come to fruition. So, let's say 5 to 10 years. So, that's basically your point B. Now, if you want to know how you need to invest or anong kailangan mong i-invest, you need to also determine your point A or your current financial situation. So let's say for example, meron kang trabaho, you have one source of income, you have these types of savings, meron kang insurance, or meron kang lupa na napamanas yun ng parents mo. What you have right now in reality, yan yung basis mo, your reality to your dream. So that's A and B. Now, third and last step is you need to create a blueprint or map. So dyan mo malalaman kung ano yung dapat na simulan mong investment based on your goals. How long should you do it? How much do you want to get at the end? And how safe it is. So basically, that's the whole process.
Tell me about the blueprint thing. How do you do it?
So the blueprint thing, let's say for example, just a few days ago, I was talking to a client, meron siyang negosyo, he's also in sales, and then at the same time, meron siyang insurance. His goals is he wants to have retirement fund. So based on where he is right now financially, hindi enough yung whatever he has. He has to keep working for the rest of his life para lang makakuha ng retirement fund by the time he reaches 60. But the solution there is to actually for him to create an investment fund that will serve as a retirement fund. So let's say for example, 30 years, 60 to 90. Let's say 90 na lang yung end of the line. So sa 30 years, how much do you need to survive na you won't be depending on your family, your parents, your loved ones, you won't be depending on your job, you won't be even depending on your own business if meron kang negosyo. If I retire, let's say for example, ako, okay na ako sa 30,000 a month, no? So 30,000 a month times 12, that's gonna be around 360,000 per year. And then I'm gonna live for the next 30 years. as retirement. So 360 years times 30.
Yes.
That's gonna be millions. So you need that amount, millions, by the time you reach 60. So anong investment yung pwede mong simulan para makuha mo yung millions by the time you retire? So basically, that's the whole financial planning process.
Why is having a positive mindset important for doing well with money and feeling good overall?
Mindset or your state of mind is what will determine your future.
Okay.
Basically, your present moment. Kung ano yung current mindset mo right now. So there's only two directions or two paths that will either you have an abundance mindset or scarcity mindset. So let's start with scarcity mindset. Let's say for example, kulang pera ko, kulang yung bills, kulang yung may utang ako, kulang. A lot of kulang, lack. So what happens is your conscious and subconscious mind will work together to give you what you are speaking about. So kulang, so you'll also receive that negativity. Kulang. So let's say for example, by the time na December, kulang yung matatanggap mo, you're actually amplifying or compounding that feeling. So yung mindset mo, and then yung feeling mo, your conscious and subconscious. Conscious is objective, like process being logical. Subconscious is subjective, about the feeling. So it needs to work hand in hand. So yan yung 90% of Filipinos have that scarcity mindset.
Right.
And that abundance mindset is, I don't lack anything. I have everything I need right now. I have all the things in terms of health, wealth, relationship, and my life purpose. It's full of abundance, no? Yung baso, punong-puno siya, and it's enough to actually feed everyone and provide for everyone, versus your cup is actually half full. So you cannot even provide enough for yourself. How can you also help other people? So it's actually scarcity versus abundance. And I would always choose abundance.
Okay, so it's all about having a positive self-talk. So how do you do it yourself? Can you share something?
When you say positive self-talk, it's affirmation you tell yourself, right? Every morning or before you go to bed. Affirmation is a firm foundation, which means this is your identity right now. So let's say, for example, I am healthy versus I will be healthy. When I say I'm healthy, I'm already having that feeling. So therefore, it's easier for me to get healthy. My emotions already feel that. So yung conscious mind ko, it's easier for me to go to the gym, eat the right food, and have a healthy amount of sleep. So that's gonna be easy. Versus you say, I am not healthy. You're telling your mind that you are not healthy right now. So yun yung ibibigay sa'yo ng ni God or the universe itself. And yun kasi internal and external, as within, so without. And when you say positive self-talk, and Jesus said in one of his parables that as you pray, believe that you already have received it. So, hinihingi mo pa sa Diyos, pero believe that you already have it. Even Jesus is talking about that feeling of having abundance na meron ka while you're asking. And then, seek first the kingdom of God and all these things shall be added unto you. So, that's basically the abundance mindset or the affirmation you need every day.
Do you meditate?
I do meditate.
How do you do it?
For me, my 3 ways of meditation. This might sound crazy to a lot of people, but I like waking up 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. and then just spend the rest 30 minutes to 1 hour doing nothing. Being in silence, because know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. So you only need to be still, not doing anything. Pikit lang, nakaupo lang, just surrender to what God is providing your thoughts. And that's basically meditation. Or pwede rin naman siguro, mag-jogging ka, mag-gym ka. Di ba, when you're exercising, daming ideas pumapasok sa mind mo and you don't necessarily think about the past and future, yung problems. So you're just in the moment. So that for me is also meditation. And then before going to bed, before you lose consciousness, you think, diba? Imagine things. I love to say thank you until I go to sleep. So parang I sleep feeling good, I wake up feeling good. So that for me is meditation.
I like that idea. I'd like to try that. Okay.
Dapat may try.
For someone who wants to try Forex trading but finds it confusing, what simple advice would you give and how can it help with personal money plans?
Don't do it. You can do Forex, but it's actually a high-risk investment or a speculative investment. So the reason why 99.66% of people fail in trading, whether that's stocks, Forex, crypto, commodities, metals, or whatsoever, basta trading, almost 100% fail. And the reason for that is they don't have the knowledge, the time, the skills, and the experience to do that. And on top of that kasi, when you are trading, it's actually 10% strategy and 90% psychology. So the discipline and your patience should always be there. Iba kasi na, inip na kumita ng pera, they cannot wait for the perfect opportunity. Yung parang, go na natin, let's buy or sell. So instead of trading, it actually becomes gambling. Instead of having a calculated risk management move, you're actually gambling. Parang nagiging sugal na siya. So that's the reason why there's a lot of people na are governed by two emotions, either greed or fear. Ay, nanalo ako. Ay, parang 30 minutes lang, meron na akong 5,000. Let's do another 30 minutes of trade. They end up losing money. The second emotion na mag-govern sa trader is the fear. Let's say, for example, nag-trade ako, I lost 5,000 in just 1 hour. So, hindi na lang ako mag-trade. And then after that hour, nandun yung perfect opportunity to do the trade. So, you haven't acted upon that. Even though tama naman, but because you are afraid, hindi mo ginawa. So, to actually become a profitable trader or basically Forex trader, if you want to really be profitable, you really need to invest a lot of time, energy, and effort towards it. Even money. Networking power, no? So, important ang networking because when you alone are working, maybe you are smart, you are capable of doing a lot of things, but at the same time, there are a lot of things that you are missing about yourself. So, let's say, for example, I have this awareness or consciousness na I'm good with, let's say, for example, I'm good with Forex. I'm good with DJing. I'm good with a lot of things. But because I'm in a circle where everyone is like-minded, they're best in class, they're top of the game, there are things that I might miss. So let's say, for example, one of my mentor told me na, Neil, ito yung gawin natin. Just promote this product or service online. And then after nyan, ipasa mo sa akin, here's what we're going to do. Eventually, we created a business plan or a new business because of that. And I would never have figured that out if I'm not in the right circle or if I'm not networking with the right people.
How do you help people figure out goals for their money and life that are practical and doable?
So actually, how I help those people is that I do financial planning, investment consultation, or basically, if you're my friend or family member, we just talk and along the way, we figure it out. So yung process kasi, as I've mentioned kanina, financial planning basically is knowing your goals, knowing where you are right now, and then me as a professional, that's where I come in to create a map for you, a blueprint na pwede mong simulan. So let's say, for example, gusto mo talaga maging, millionaire at the shortest possible time. What's the fastest way we can do that? Or your goal is to secure and provide for your family. What's the most sustainable thing that we can do? That's where I come in and offer my services.
Okay. What easy tips do you have for our audience to have a good relationship with money and make smart choices when spending?
Okay. Know that money is a currency. It's called, diba, money, foreign exchange, or currency, dollar, peso, yen, euro. It's actually currency because money is like water. It needs to flow for it to serve a purpose. So let's say, for example, money comes in, money should also come out. So you could think of it as a bathtub, no? So the inflow of money, malakas. At the same time, yung butas ng yung outlet mo ng tubig is malaki. So hindi ka talaga mag-overflow yung money or yung water. So what must happen is malakas yung inflow ng water mo or the money, and then yung outlet mo is smaller than the actual inlet. Para you will actually fill that tub. Your tub is your container when it comes to your finances or your wealth or your money. So pag napuno na yun, then it actually overflows, which is yung nina-mention natin kanina na abundance. And if you are a beginner, one way for you to get there is to know your MLI or minimum livable income. So let's say, for example, enough na ang 10,000 for you. Kunwari lang naman, no? 10,000, it's enough for you to pay your bills, yung kuryente, tubig, internet, transportation, groceries. Maybe 10,000 is enough for you. Or if ikaw lang isa, no? If pamilyado ka, I don't know how 10,000, pero paminsan pinagkakasya nila. So you need to know the MLI, minimum livable income. Now, itong MLI mo, you work, and then ibawas natin doon sa actual income mo. So let's say, for example, in this month, you were able to earn 20,000. MLM mo lang naman is 10,000. So yung 10,000, you save that up. You save for emergency fund, savings, and then investment. You don't actually spend that. No? May iba kasi na. Example, may extra 10,000, go to Shopee, Lazada, or pupunta sa SM. So yan yung problema ng iba eh. And I think not that they're bad, not that they're wrong. It's just that they don't have the awareness of financial literacy. Kaya nga siya tinatawag na financial literacy because it's a language. Money is a language that people speak. The rich and the elite, they know how to speak this language. The poor and the broke, they don't know how to speak. So it's up to us, actually, like you, like me, we're actually educating a lot of people. We're making contents for them to be aware. So that's the good thing we're doing right here. And siguro for me, another thing is that savings won't make you rich. Savings will protect you, but savings won't make you rich. Kasi a lot of Filipinos, they save money to actually face a monthly problem. So let's say, for example, ang babayarin mo is 12,000. Tapos yung kaya mong i-budget is 13,000 lang. So, kailangan mong magtipid. Now, next month, that problem reoccurs again. So, magtitipid ka naman for the next month. It's a never-ending cycle, and that's very dangerous. Kasi, if that's the cycle, mahirap makawala sa trap or sa rat race. So, in order for you to do that, solution A, you save money, you do it every time, or you actually earn more money or find other means. If you are employed, become a freelancer, become a business owner, or become an investor. Those are the only three things that can solve that problem. Kasi if you do that, it is much harder. It requires more time, more energy, more effort. But you solve the problem once. You never do it for the next month. Kasi nasolve mo na ngayon, so next month, mas magaan na or mas lighter na yung financial responsibilities mo because you don't need to save.
Why is it important for beginners to diversify their investments and how can they do it effectively?
Diversifying is understanding that every investment, there's actually a risk. If an investment bears a reward, bears fruit of rewards, ROI, return on investment, may pera. All investment, meron talaga yung risk. So it's up to you. You need to know your risk appetite. Am I someone who's willing to risk a lot of money? Itong money na to, if mawala, it's okay for me. Or am I someone na ayaw ko talaga mawala ng pera? As much as possible, minimal lang yung risk. Okay lang minimal yung return. Or you could be someone in the middle. na you could go long-term na low risk or you go short-term na high risk. Either way, that gives you money. So, know your risk appetite. And then after that, that's where we diversify. Or much better, yung risk appetite mo, meron kang high risk, meron kang medium risk, moderate risk, or meron ka ring low risk investment. And that's the purpose of diversification is really to protect your money. The reason why we invest is for us to be profitable.
Right.
So, yung number one priority, become profitable. The second thing you need to be is to become sustainable. Last but not the least is to have risk management. So that's why we diversify it. So that's the reason.
What are the key things beginners should know about how investments generate returns?
How can they generate income? Let's use the example of stocks, Forex, or crypto na lang. Yang tatlo na lang, no? Dali lang naman siya sagutin. Stocks basically is you are putting money in the equity or the company itself. So let's say for example, BDO, BPI, Ayala, SM, Jollibee, all of these companies, you are putting money there. And yung money na yun will serve as a capital for them. And then once they are growing their business based on how much you are able to invest, you receive the same return. So let's say for example, yung company kumita ng 1%, tapos naglagay ka ng 100K. So meron kang extra 1,000 pesos. In Forex trading, meron kasing dalawang variables which is currency versus currency. When one currency is strong, the other one goes weaker. But it cannot go forever. Forex is like a wave na kailangan mong sakyan. Minsan, naakyat ang market, bababa. So, that's how you can earn money. If sa tingin mo, let's say for example, you buy US dollar today and then malapit na yung December. December, maraming remittances abroad na pupunta dito. So, somehow, i-increase yung value ng peso, bababa yung value ng dollar. So, if meron kang dollar, by then, lilit yung value niya. Or by December, bibili ka ng dollar, and then by January or February, since aakyat ulit ang dollar, you sell that currency. So the difference there, that's how you actually make money. Yan yung example ng Forex na like literal na nasa exchange or sa bank. But you can actually do it mobile or computer. It's very easy, it's the most liquid market. And sa crypto naman, it's cryptocurrency is still currency. Literal na crypto is still Forex. The only difference is, sa Forex, yung mga currencies is centralized by the central bank, while they are governed by the central bank and the government. Ito namang crypto, it's actually decentralized. No one owns it. So that's why everyone can, pansin mo merong hype because they can actually own it. And it's not controlled or regulated by any government entity.
What resources or factors should beginners consider when researching potential investments?
So here's the answer, ang pinakamadali. Get a consultant, get a financial advisor, or get someone who knows how to invest and trade. So ask them. I think it's the fastest way. And then at the same time, YouTube University is there. There are a lot of books which are, feel ko naman outdated if sa school ka magbe-base. But if you truly want to know, understand how the market works. So let's say, for example, if you want to study bonds, mutual funds, UITF, the stock market, or kahit anong market pa yan, anong derivative pa yan, anong investment pa yan, you need to understand how money is made. And I think that's the most easiest thing to research. So pag naintindihan mo na, that's the time you research or search kung how to begin, how much should I put in, and then all of these things. So the fastest way for you to do that is to get an investment consultant or a financial advisor. So
or a mentor.
Or a mentor, yes.
Is there a recommended starting amount for someone who wants to begin investing?
So I think the most affordable and the easiest investment you can get for yourself is a life insurance because it caters to a lot of people, the rich, the middle class, and the poor. You could easily get life insurance. So pag meron ka ng protection assets, health insurance, HMO, critical illness fund, life insurance, all of these things, pag meron safe ka na, meron ka ng protection assets, that's the time you look into assets that would grow or generate money for you. So let's say, for example, the common minimum starter amount talaga is 5,000 pesos. I think that goes across the board for almost, not all, but almost all investments. They actually start with 5,000 pesos, which is good kasi nandito tayo sa Pinas. And a lot of countries, you need a big amount. Buti na lang dito sa Philippines, you can start 5,000. Pwede nga, di ba? MP2 ka, di ba? MP2 from Pag-ibig. Or you can go First Metrosec, you just put 5,000 pesos. If you want to go to Binance, magbili ka ng crypto, pwede ng 5,000. Or even Forex, if you want to do copy trading, 5,000. It's enough.
Thoughts about starting a business before having an insurance?
Having a business before having an insurance, it's a high-risk move. Pero it works on a lot of people. Now, they start a business and then since meron na silang money generated from that business, kukuha silang insurance. And there are also a lot of people na may trabaho ngayon, they get an insurance before they actually start a business. And yun nga, insurance is a protection asset. It's a foundation. Kailangan talaga yan, whether you're rich, poor, or middle class. Business naman, not everyone can afford to do that. Now, business, it's actually good. Why? Because you can generate the most amount of money at the shortest possible time. Minimal effort, maximum return, or limitless. Diba? If you work on a job, cap lang sa sweldo, may limitation. But if you have a business, based on your effort, based on your marketing, based on a lot of factors, unlimited yung potential ng business. Now, if mauna yung business, know that there is an actual risk because here in the Philippines, 97% of businesses, they actually fail. only 3% yung nagsusurvive and nagtathrive. One examples of that was during the pandemic. A lot of businesses and establishments were tested by COVID.
Agree.
And hindi naman lahat lumagpas ng 24 months. They can't even survive 2 years. So they cannot, if you cannot survive, you cannot thrive. Yun yung reason na 3% lang ang businesses na nagto-thrive and survive. So that's why business is high risk. It's not that bad. It's not that it's wrong. It's actually my favorite. Kasi yun nga, most amount of money at the shortest possible time. At the same time, you need insurance to protect you.
Right.
And at the same time, if your business is generating 50 million pesos a year, you get a 50 million insurance. If something happens to you, hindi mo kailangan i-liquidate yung business mo, yung bahay mo, yung sasakyan mo, yung mga properties mo, ibang investments mo. That will still go to your family. And there's another 50 million that will go to your family. That's why a lot of rich people, multimillionaires, billionaires, every year they always get a new insurance. Insurance is really powerful.
Before investing, should beginners have a certain amount set aside as an emergency fund?
That's correct. Kailangan, before you actually start saving for your wants, before you start investing, kailangan meron kang emergency fund. And the purpose this serves is, the word itself, diba? Emergency. Umulan, bumaha, bumagyo, lumindol. You have money, and in case something happens to you, mawalan ka ng trabaho or mabankrupt yung negosyo mo, this emergency fund will serve as a protection that whatever happens, you will never run out of money. So let's say, for example, if you are single and you are earning 30,000 a month, so you need times 3 of that. So,
Times 3 of
90,000. Need a 90,000 na emergency fund.
Okay.
Kasi for the next 3 months, if mawalan ka ng negosyo or mawalan ka ng trabaho, your lifestyle is sustained. You can still pay the bills, you can still do what you want, you can still pay for your rent. Lahat ng mga kailangan mong gawin, you can maintain your lifestyle. Lifestyle, diba? Needs plus wants. That's your lifestyle. So for the next 3 months, you can survive. And that's gonna be at least 90 days. Sa 90 days na yun, there's a lot of time for you to find another job, look for another opportunity, do freelancing, start a business, invest in whatever. So pag single ka, 3 times. If you have a partner or if you are married, you have a family, that's gonna be times 6 because...
For 6 months.
Yes, because you're not just providing for yourself, you're also providing for other people if breadwinner ka. Now, if sa family mo, ikaw lang talaga yung may trabaho, you're the sole breadwinner, you need times 9 of that. So, kailangan mo ng at least 270,000 if you are earning 30,000. 30,000 a month. You need 270,000 if you are the sole breadwinner. Yan siya, emergency fund. Ito yung safety mo talaga. So, again, safety net. Times 3, single. Times 6, have a family or married or have a live-in partner. Times 9, if ikaw lang talaga yung kumikita sa buong family. So, that's the reason. That's the reason why kailangan talaga ng emergency
fund. It's
fund.
always 6 months.
6 months yung parang nasa gitna kasi. So, para madali siya i-compute. 6 months yung sinasabi ng mga tao.
Okay. How frequently should beginners check and adjust their investment portfolio?
To be honest, you don't need to look at your investments every time.
So just invest and forget?
Not invest and forget. You can monitor siguro every quarter or every year. So let's say for example, may investment ka. Kung sino yung nag-provide ng investment na yun, they always send you an email or an update kumusta yung investment mo. Or if you are in a trading platform or may investment platform, you can directly monitor it using your phone. So if ang reason mo, if the goal you have is a long-term goal, then pwede siguro once a year. Pero kung short-term, like let's say for example, 3 years to 5 years, so pwede mo siguro tingnan every month. Now, if that's very high-risk na investment, so tingnan mo siya everyday, pwede rin. But if you're really investing for the long-term, you don't need to look at it everyday. Siguro, pag na-remember mo lang.
You don't need to look at it every day, baka ma-stress.
Correct.
Why is having a long-term perspective important for investors, especially for beginners?
The reason why investment is always targeted for the long term is because of the compounding effect or the compounding interest. So, kunwari, you have 300,000 pesos, I only have 3,000 pesos. So, if you invest your 300,000 pesos right now, it could get into millions in 10 to 20 years. Now, ako, I don't have your 300,000 kasi my budget is only limited. I can only do 3,000 pesos. So, I could do peso cost averaging. So, 3,000 per month. 3,000 per month. So, in 1 year, that's gonna be 36,000. In 10 years, 360,000. So, 360 versus your 300K. Mas malaki yung na-invest ko, but over the 10-year period of time. It could generate you millions, yung 3,000 mo, probably again, 15 to 20 years or sometimes even more, depending on the market or yung investment na napasukan mo. But the main thing when you are starting to invest, kailangan alamin mo kung ano yung comfortable, ano yung convenient, and ano yung pwede mong kalimutan. So, say for example, you can just kaya siguro 5,000 a month or 10,000 a month. For me, it won't bother me. I could just invest that. Again, based on your wants and kung ano yung kaya mo.
What common mistakes do beginners make when starting to invest and how can they learn from them?
The most common thing people make when investing is they put their money on scam. 100%. Yan yung pinakamalaking mistake ng Pinoy. They always put their money in scams because it generates the most amount of money, shortest possible time. You can multiply your money, diba, in weeks or maybe months or less than a month. Babalik na yung pera mo. So, that's actually fueling greed to a lot of people. That's why a lot of Filipinos, they get scammed. And, yun nga, for you to know that it's not a scam, is it regulated by the government or SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission? Do they have a bank partner? Diba? So, if banks that's actually regulated by Central Bank, Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, and at the same time, if they offer lock-in period, that's actually a red flag na, hindi mo pwedeng galawin yung 100,000 or yung 5,000 mo in 1 month. Bawal mong i-withdraw. So, that's actually a red flag. Another thing you can consider is if you give it to someone, no, may another entity, send mo sa GCash ko. Diba? Tapos papalakihin natin yung pera mo. And then after 48 hours, ibabalik ko sa'yo na naka-multiply na. So, 100%, that's a scam. Know people you can trust, know kung saan regulated yung investment na gusto mong pasukan. And really, do your own research. That's the most important thing. Huwag ka pasakay sa greed na yung friends mo, pumasok dito na investment, papasok ka rin. No, do your own research. It's for your own protection, always.
What are some simple ways for beginners to stay informed about market trends and financial news? By following you on TikTok?
Follow me on TikTok at Niel Recinto. No? So, hindi naman talaga kailangan updated ka. If you're an investor, you don't really need to be updated sa news. Let's say, for example, there's a war going on. Kumusta na yung investment ko? Because the whole country, everyone is affected by that. So, if you're affected, everyone else is affected. So, what's the point of tingnan mo pa or i-monitor mo pa? But if you are a trader or a short-term investor, that's the time na kailangan mo siya i-monitor always para malaman mo what's going on with your money. Is there a profit or is there a loss? So, there's a lot of website. If trader ka, go to tradingview.com. And then, if you want financial news, one of the best is Yahoo News or just go to bloomberg.com. Yun.
What businesses do you recommend for beginners?
For beginners. Sige, this is for beginners or even sa mga advanced na negosyante na talaga. Know that your business, whether that's traditional or bagong type of business, know that if you are not digitalized or if you're not on the internet, you are losing a lot of money, you are losing a lot of potential. Because billions of people, if not everyone in this world, are on the internet.
Agree.
So your market is the whole social media. Depende sa platform mo. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and most people are actually on TikTok.
Right.
So know what in business kasi you're either offering a product or service. So you need to put that product and service available for everyone in the internet. And that's where you can market it. No, from having a few customers na pupunta sa shop mo, selling a product or a service versus you're putting it out there for everyone to access. So yun nga if you could market that would be very exponential for your business. Where attention goes, money flows. So that's the reason why you put it on the internet. Always.
If you could tell our listeners just one thing to help them succeed with money and be happy, what would that be?
If you want to succeed with money, know that money is earned, but money is not created. People say, let's go out there, make money, let's hustle, let's grind, let's make money.
Right.
Understand money, research what money is, where money comes from. Because if you understand money, it's easier for you to get money. And most of us people, we are educated in school, but we were never taught about money.
Right.
So, yun yung simula pa lang, you get to graduate, you get to have a degree, but you're earning money, but you don't understand where money is coming from. And then one way for you to understand money is value. What do we mean by value? Since you cannot create money, you can only take money from someone. So let's say, for example, andito tayo, we're getting milk tea, we're getting coffee, we're getting water, we're getting food. You're not making money. They're not making money. They take money away from you.
Right.
Why? Because they have a value to offer to you.
Right.
Coffee, milk tea, tubig, and the food. So understand whatever you're doing, you are paid based on the value you provide. So if you provide a lot of value, that's a lot of money coming in for you.
Right.
So if you are, say for example, working for a call center or you're working for a very, very big corporation, you're only paid based on your value. So if that's why you have a salary, there's a limit. So whatever effort you put in out there, hindi yan aakyat. The reason for that is you are paid by your value. You are not creating value. Therefore, you are not making a lot of money. I think you need to understand money. And here is one of my favorite is to understand that money is actually spiritual or it's a spiritual energy. And it's written in the Bible, trust in the Lord with all your heart, acknowledge Him in all your ways, and He will make your path straight. Another verse in the Bible is read the Word of God, meditate on it day and night, and He will make you prosperous and successful. So there's a lot of verses in the Bible that actually teaches you about money. But yun yung problema, hindi naman lahat nagbabasa ng Bible. So read your Bible. There's a lot of verses there about money and there's a lot of wisdom around money. I could go on and on talking about biblical references or money advices from the Bible, tithing, multiplying your income, investing, working, and how you're resting with your work, making a lot of money. Madami yung nasa Bible na. So I advise if you are listening, if you are watching this, if you are up until the end of this video, naabutan mo, you stayed longer, make sure you read your Bible, pray to God, acknowledge Him in all your ways, and He will make your path straight. So that's it for me.
Wow. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for inviting me here.
What's your social media accounts?
Just search Niel Recinto, Niel space Recinto, Niel Recinto. And make sure you follow, like, subscribe to her, and leave a comment. This woman right here provided so much value for you. I provided so much value. So in order for you to also give value, make sure you leave a comment kung anong natutunan nyo sa kanyang video. And that's it. Give and take value.
Subscribe for more empowering content that will help you thrive in the world of entrepreneurship. Until next time, keep hustling and building your success. Speaking of, the next video that is for you as a hustler is right there. Thanks for watching.